Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club. We're up and running then.
Del Piero will be relishing this game to showcase his many talents.
The guy's just class, isn't he?
Yeah, I think the only way to stop him is to get players around him quickly. If there's any standing off, then he'll dish up some severe punishment.
And it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. This is the time you need that pace.
Hernandez. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he skips past his man, swings it across. Nice interception, well timed.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Albert Ferrer cuts out the pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get it through? Vinicius Junior goes for goal! Sensational from Vinicius Junior! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nicely weighted ball. Takes a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Tries to get it clear. Corner number 2 then. That has not gone well. And this is Pato. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Sao Paulo are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's through here. And he is and the shot! Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Sao Paulo really could have done without this. This further to improve their cause. And they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Boraaa is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Brazil definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Neymar for Messi. Gabriel cuts it out. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, what a ball! Messi. And it's Pato. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well timed, excellent interception. Beckenbauer.
Brazil have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
It's Ibrahimovic! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Neymar. And it's Messi. He's found the way through. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Tata is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Messi. Great work on the overlap. Sao Paulo are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Ball in towards the middle. Messi, who's set up one goal so far. Rodri wins the duel this time. Messi. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And it's Messi. In with the challenge. And that's been intercepted. Rodri. Driving forward. Is there any support? He might not need it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Getting up there! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Neymar. Looking to play him in. That is headed for the middle. Gabriel with the clearance. And that is the end of the first half. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Senhoras e senhores, informamos sobre uma criança perdida. Atenção, pai de menino de chapéu azul. Dirija-se ao centro de informações.
So we're underway for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Rodri. Neymar. And here's Haaland. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Vinicius Junior. Great vision. That has been cut short. Howson. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Knocks it out wide. And it's Rodri. Del Piero looking to add to his goal. Can he get on the end of this? He's picked his way through. Oh, shooting shot! And again! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Oh, good effort! And the keeper threw out a limb. Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though. Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
So, another set play.
Aubameyang.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Aubameyang in acres of space out wide. That is ended up in no man's land. Neymar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Pato. Pato couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
No way through. Boraaa. Now this could be a chance. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Pass somewhat off target. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now that looks a decent ball. O'Shea picks it up out wide. And that is expertly dealt with. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's fabulous. Haaland. Boraaa. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Haaland. And he's a decent chance! And there's a goal! They're back within reach! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Sao Paulo may be down, but not out just yet. And he's certainly onside here. Oh, what has happened here? He is just caressing the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rizal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Drogba. O'Shea. Brazil are looking to break at pace. Zola making a dash for it. He is through here. Albert Ferrer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. This is Drogba.
Foram indicados 2
And it's
minutos de
Rodri.
acréscimo.
Zola. Azar. That looks a good ball through. He's free, he has got space. Pato! And a neat finish. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. Just when... That's that, the end. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Senhoras e senhores.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Flamengo appear to be going with a 3-5-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the beauty of this system, Peter, is that you can offer both a back five and the front two, having sufficient strength at either end of the team where you need it. Equally, the wing-backs can supplement the numbers in midfield to make it a five, so I think it affords managers the ultimate flexibility. And I think if I were really pushed on what I'd like most, this would be the system.
Silvestre did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
He might be in here! Rich Hutch for a shot! Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just...
And De Bruyne! Goal! Flamengo!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Sao Paulo finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Aubameyang. And that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. Now, this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Flamengo making an early change here.
I'm not sure about this. Why make the change now? It's so early and you're ahead.
Neymar, Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, just Haaland! And that was too close for comfort.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Cafu. Olise. And it's Ronaldinho. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's having a pop! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip. Sao Paulo really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Neatly clipped into space. He's being urged to shoot. Ronaldinho plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And this is Lewandowski. Beckenbauer. And it's Rodri. Cafu. And it's Rodri. Now Neymar. Now it's Lewandowski. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Lewandowski. Neymar, Messi, and here's Aubameyang.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Lewandowski. He has a look up, shoots! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Haaland. Threads one in. Well read, nice interception. Neymar, that has ended up in no man's land. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Lewandowski. Neymar, little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And he was quick to react. And it's Neymar. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Looking for the run. That's going to go a long way. Taken back almost at once. Passes short and sharp. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Neymar.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Neymar. Zanetti. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Always goal side, and Messi! And that's a sharp finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's there to get it away. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's been hooked away. And that's definitely not his best. That's the end of the first 45. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Sao Paulo get the second half started. Messi. Albert Ferrer. Beckenbauer. Messi. Now, can they get him away? Oh, this is a... Haaland! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Searching pass he's played there. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And that is a little undercooked. Looking for a runner. That looks a good ball through. That's the keeper's ball. Well, that's well spotted. Tries to pass it through. Aubameyang. Here comes the cross. That's a decent clearance.
Sao Paulo clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And here's Haaland. Real chance! And he's managed to get rid. Oh, nice touch. Neymar stood his ground strongly. He's chosen to go back. And Aubameyang! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
De Gea claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. Ronaldinho. And it's De Bruyne. Cafu gets across to intercept that. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Ronaldinho has been caught there, it's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Vardiol. Zanetti. Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Cafu. Oh, this looks sharp. He's on it, can he get away? Messi needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Spread it left. Ronaldinho. He leaps for it. Messi clears. Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Ronaldinho. Drills one in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. So we have movement on both benches.
Camisa 7, camisa 9, camisa 14. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 3, camisa 22, camisa 6. Substituição.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Drogba! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! About as smooth as it gets. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Sao Paulo with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Good ball, good take. And here's Messi.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That is good alertness. De Gea sends that a long way. Rodri. Now it's Ronaldinho. Can he get it through?
Sao Paulo really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Oh, well measured. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Howson is the team's great visionary. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Rizal, the most accurate pass.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rodri. And time is up. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Rodri, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, from behind, Jim, that is... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate. Aubameyang really was well marshalled there because he was denied the...
Son Heung-min! And it's a corner. Livingston with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. Oh, sweet feet. And now they can spring out of defence. Neymar. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I've always liked the look of this guy, Son, who's been on the European scene since his teens and has evolved into a player who's tactically indispensable. His pace and how good he is in positive transitions makes him perfect for a counter-attacking team.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Hernandez, and he's managed to get free. Now the cross, getting up there! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Bonucci. No goals as yet. Dixon. Dani Olmo. And here's Haaland, looking for options for... And Aubameyang! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Raul getting this one clear. And it's Rodri. Oh, some astute defending there. Son Heung-min was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Cafu. Aubameyang. Well, that is one way to stop him. Dani Olmo gets a foot in here. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Raul. Oh, delightful ball. Hernandez. And Neymar. Rodri is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Nicely weighted ball. Dixon. Costa Curta. Now it's Son Heung-min. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. And here's Son Heung-min. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Raul was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Diaz. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rodri. Now this could be a chance. Oh, easy pickings there. Gerrard. This is a promising build-up. Can he get it through? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Now it's Son Heung-min. Beckenbauer. Hernandez. Rodri. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Aubameyang. Costa Curta. Raul. Lobbed in behind. Messi. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. Gets his head on it! Harmlessly behind.
Sao Paulo certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art.
Oh no, this does not look good.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Raul.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And it's half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So between them, no goals at all so far.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And we get things going again.
Sao Paulo have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Raul. Diaz! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's Hernandez. He'll try from distance. Just the wrong side.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Neymar. Aubameyang. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Raul. Now it's Diaz. Now it's Son Heung-min. That's a cute ball. And the through ball. That's a decent clearance. Raul. There's the shot! They score!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Livingston have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Diaz. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Doku. And Dixon. And that's a throw-in. Diaz. Dani Olmo. Oh, that was vital. Searching pass he's played there. Good ball over the top. Oh, superb reflexes from the keeper.
Well, he was given an open invitation to try his luck, so why not?
Costa Curta. Dani Olmo. Raul looking understandably energised after his goal. Gerrard. It's a really well-measured ball. Dixon. Doku providing an outlet on that flank. Neymar. And it's Messi. Raul. He's having a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 7, Raul. Number 3.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking to play him in.
13,
Drogba is flagged offside.
coming on the field. Number 14, De Bruyne. Number 22, Federico Valverde. Number 2, Van Dijk. Number 4, Rijkaard. Substitution in progress.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Sao Paulo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Doku. Ball's played through, floated through.
Livingston clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's a sharp pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Sao Paulo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Sao Paulo are running out of time and out of options.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Ronaldinho. Oh, good effort! And that could come back to haunt them.
Ah, that was so poor. A very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Livingston clearly now in lead preservation mode. De Bruyne. Doku wants to run onto this. Rodri.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Rizal is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Elects to cross. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutral.